Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Catherine Cooksey. Today I wanted to film an artist aid video series. This series is built for artists at all stages of their career. It's tips, tricks, topics, discussion, anything that you can think of is in this section. But for today, I wanted to talk about how to travel as an artist. I am, within the next few days, going to Japan for a little over 2 weeks. Super excited, and I really started packing up my art supplies that I wanted to take and thought this might be a really interesting video for this trip because we're going to be gone so long and we're going to be traveling to different places throughout Japan. I really wanted to keep my art supplies very light, only bringing the essentials, and that will all go into my carry-on backpack. This will also be used for when I'm going around daily trips. I can fit all my art supplies in this backpack really easily. It's not a purse. I've tried to bring a purse to bring my art supplies and it just gets heavy, and a backpack is a lot easier. It's not always the most stylish, but we give up things for our art, don't we? I have this kind of travel size sketchbook. It's light. I can fit this in a purse if I decide to forgo the backpack for a day. This can fit in the purse. And it's just basically blank pages. They're a little bit thicker because sometimes I work with watercolor, collage. I wanted really thick paper so that it doesn't really bleed through the next page. I am also bringing with me this as well, for when I'm really doing heavier painting. I also use makeup with my artwork, and so I really wanted something that could keep up just examples of sketches. This is all with lipstick, so I wanted to bring something that is even heavier than this book, that if I don't have something that will dry right away, I'll use this, and this will be more for sketches throughout the day. So if we open this up, you will notice that I have all of my pencils and my paintbrushes upwards. They're all facing the same direction so that when I'm packing it into my backpack, I will place it upright so that none of my paintbrushes or my pencil tops are being pushed down, messing up with my paintbrushes bristles. They're not gonna be pulled out and be all smushed, and also the pencil tops won't be needed to be sharp because they're not being pushed down, killing their tips. And that's one of the things I hate doing when I'm traveling, is having to sit there and sharpen all of my pencils, take away all the trash and find a place for it. This way they're just gonna stay sharp. I'll sharpen all of these before I leave. These are wonderful. I didn't bring all the colors. I kind of picked out the colors that I wanted because if you have packets of these, you can end up with something this size. This would be really hard to travel with unless you really feel like you need all of these colors. I mean, it's a great set, but for traveling it would be really hard too. Again, this is a hard top, so it's easier on your pencils. You'd want to pack it like this or even like this, but try not to put your pencils and brushes down this way. These two sets are amazing, and they're really great for when you're traveling because these might look like colored pencils, these might look like regular markers. However, they are also watercolor, so I can use them as markers and colored pencils, but I can also take my paint brushes, a little bit of water, and make it a watercolor instead of just markers and colored pencils. I'm also bringing my pencils with me and my paint brushes. You might notice that each of these sets are wrapped in hair ties or ties. This just makes it easier to travel. They're not all loose in your pencil box, getting all over the place. I also have in here small scissors because you don't want to travel on a plane with large scissors. These are really great. They're not too small, they're not too big. If I am collaging, these do the trick. If I'm working with fabric, these will be great too. You can always buy a larger set of scissors wherever you're going if you need them. But when you're going on a plane, these are a great size to take with you. Also, I have different kinds of erasers. You don't have to bring all of these types. It really depends on what you as an artist like. I like having a different... This has junk all over it. I have hair everywhere. Yeah, it really depends on what type of eraser you like. I like having a variety because each eraser is different. They have a mind of their own. They work different ways. Some work great when you're trying to get rid of everything. Some work not so great, but sometimes that's okay. I also carry a spray bottle with me that says makeup remover, but it is not makeup remover. It's just water. This gives me a little bit of water for when I need it for watercolor. I also like sometimes the spray technique on watercolor. I will use this side of my bin as a palette because you can wash it out. It's a little bit of a hassle because you have everything on this side, but if you are on a plane and you really want to paint, you can put your paint in here. And then I always carry wipes with me so I can wipe out the paint, throw it away. Wipes are great to be able to clean your brushes when you are using them on the go. You can get little packets of wipes that aren't the big tubes, but just a traveler's packet. Those are always great, especially if you're working with pastels or even pencil. You can get that pencil marking on your hand. Wipes are great to be able to clean up after you're done doing your artwork. An alternative to using the top of your pencil box as a palette, they also have these palette papers, so you don't have to carry your palette with you. If we are going to test it, here is my carry-on backpack. I have my pencil box. Everything is facing up this way. I'm going to pack it in this bag so it doesn't have room to flip. And I know where to grab it if I need it right away. I'm going to pack my smaller sketchbook in this back pocket. Obviously this is up to you guys. This I'm going to just pack in the front pocket. And those are all the art supplies I'm bringing, other than a pencil sharpener, which I have to find, and wipes. I will also buy those as well. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Don't forget to share your tips and tricks for traveling as an artist down in the comment section below. And until next time, I will see you later.